Ethiopian Airlines Award Appreciation Night in Singapore, which was held recently, brought together key partners including passengers, travel and cargo agents who expressed their gratitude and highlighted the airline's significant contributions to the aviation and tourism sectors. Among those recognized were representatives from top agents like Energia Singapore Post Limited, AirServe Group, City State Travel and Air Freight Singapore, all of whom praised Ethiopian Airlines' outstanding service and connectivity. And other stakeholders who attended the ceremony reflected on Ethiopian Airlines' growth over the years and praised the airline's impact on passenger capacity.
Tonight's event is amazing. Yeah, I think I remember attending a Ethiopia function when they first came to Singapore last year. It was quite basic, quite simple, which is understandable. But today's event has proven, how successful and how progressive the airline has become in a matter of 1 year.
Thank you very much to Ethiopia Airlines for inviting me to this event. I think it is a very unique event, and the country that was shown, the country itself that was shown on the video earlier was beautiful.
Very glad and also thankful to Ethiopian Airlines for this award. I didn't expect us to be part of the top 10 passenger airline in Asia. Really thankful to Ethiopian for this amazing night with all the wonderful performance and what amazing food that they have served us.
She's very proud to represent Singapore Post to win this award from Ethiopian Award Appreciation Night. It's a very good moment for us.
Get this award from Ethiopian Airlines. Being this travel agent, I think we get a very good support from Ethiopian Airlines, especially when we need, the seamen need a lot of assistance, during the flight. Then this is one of the things that Ethiopian Airlines is really giving a lot of assistance to us.
Miraculously, now the route turned out to be very profitable. And it happens to be one of the best routes in Asia. So now this could never happen without our partner support, right? So then as we celebrate our own success, we have to also appreciate those who support us. They could be passenger travel agents, they could be cargo travel agents, they could be Singapore authority governments, they could be any other companies. But by tonight's events, we've been appreciating all those who have a role or who are stakeholders in our success in Singapore so far. We are so much succeeding in Singapore that we're almost thinking of Australia. We're keeping an eye on Australia. So that's why we want to do this thing, and this appreciation has never been done in the entire history of Singapore.
We are celebrating the strong partnership that Ethiopian Airlines, the Singapore office, have with different stakeholders like the travel agencies, tour operators and cargo agents, and also other stakeholders as well. And this kind of event really promotes a very good relationship within these stakeholders. And today we celebrated this strong relationship with the agents, and then I can see that everyone was happy. I'm also honored, very much honored to be here to witness this wonderful celebration. And then as you can see, the market is growing in Singapore because of these agents, because of this kind of relationship that we have with these stockholders. So they really deserve to be recognized. They really deserve to be thanked for their contribution for the market growth of Ethiopian Airlines in Singapore. So it was a very good one, and then it encourages in the future as well to work together with Ethiopian Airlines in various sectors.
There you go. Proud winners in this year's Ethiopian Airlines Singapore Appreciation Night.
passenger to Ethiopia, I think it's a good alternative, you know. I think previously many of our passengers who goes to places like Africa, they would normally go through the Middle East. But now there is a direct flight to, you know, Africa itself. So I think it's a good thing. And I'm also glad to hear that a new aircraft will be introduced next year. You will definitely enhance the product. Yeah, you will give a good impression, you know, in the travel agency community, and you will be welcomed by our passengers.
Ethiopian Airlines is one of the largest African airlines, and then it's growing very fast. In Singapore itself, we are starting to see more and more usage of the cargo space that we are using Ethiopian Airlines, and I'm hoping that the African culture can be bring into Singapore as well and sharing with the rest of the Singaporeans.
Increased capacity, with the increased Airbus, we can have more passengers. We can increase the capacity of moving people to Africa for the related projects or for MICE, especially improve the travel in Ethiopia or Africa itself.
Yeah, so I think in terms of African airlines, we actually prefer very much on Ethiopian because it connects us to a lot of places in Africa as opposed to the other African carriers. So I think ET has got a lot of potential, and it's very, very good for the e-commerce business actually.
Ethiopian Airlines have a lot of different network connection. It really helps us, especially like I mentioned just now that when coming to a seaman, we managed to bring them to all the places they want.
Ethiopia and Singapore, we don't have direct trade. So in order to initiate direct trade, government to government tie is very crucial. But if you ask me at the moment, in Singapore, from the traffic that originates from Singapore to that travel to Africa, even if there are more than 100 airlines, our market share is more than 50%, ET alone. Which means that the rest of the airlines, they share the remainder. Which means that we are in a very good posture in the market of Singapore, not only in the market of Singapore, in the market of Australia and New Zealand as well.
Singapore is now one of the most popular tourist attraction destinations, and we have to learn from them how they have been doing it and how they have become to be one of the top tourist destinations. And then that's what we see. I really believe that we are on the right track in building that kind of economic strength towards the tourism in Ethiopia as well. So I believe that we are in the right track, and then we are following the footsteps of the countries who can be an example in tourism, both on the luxury tourism and on the conference tourism, and Ethiopia is on the right track. So today we have met with so many partners, with tour operators, with travel agencies, with other stakeholders as well from the tourism head as well, so that we can collaborate, to develop the tourism activities between the two countries, both for the inbound and for the outbound tourism.
The Ethiopian Airlines Group, Africa's gigantic aviation center and national carrier, which has hoisted the Ethiopian tricolor for 8 decades in the skies, has continued to demonstrate the nation's glory of the country at the global level, has remained the pride of the nation and a symbol of her statehood. Despite the recurrent changes of governments in the country, the Ethiopian Airlines Group has demonstrated uninterrupted growth, professionalism in leadership, discipline, and efficiency in the aviation industry, remaining the pride of Africa with strong visibility and well positioned in rest of the world. In view of fulfilling its vision for 2035, the airlines has ordered multiple passenger and cargo planes from various aircraft manufacturing companies to reach out to more international destinations across the world by developing projects for modern aviation facilities and infrastructures. In his recent response to the questions raised by the members of the House of People's Representatives, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has indicated that the Ethiopian Airlines Group ordered 124 aircrafts to facilitate for the rapid growth and development of the national carrier, adding that the airlines has started a construction of huge and ultra-modern airport city with a capacity of handling 130 million passengers each year.
የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ አዳዲስ 124 አውሮፕላኖች አዟል።
Ethiopian Airlines currently has 124 aircraft on order, which will be reduced to 123 once this aircraft is delivered. The remaining aircrafts comprise various models, some from Airbus and others from Boeing. These aircraft will be delivered over the next 6 years by both manufacturers. We ordered these planes in a bid to realize the undertaking of Ethiopian Airlines' 2035 vision.
ሊያስተናግድ የሚችል አዲስ ኤርፖርት ለመገንባት ጥናት ተጠናቋል።
On Saturday, November 2, 2024, a high-level delegation of the airlines led by Lieutenant General Yilma Merdassa, Commander of the Ethiopian Air Force and Board Chairman of the Ethiopian Airlines Group, traveled to the French city of Toulouse to attend the delivery of Airbus A350-1000 from the famous aircraft manufacturing company in France, heralding a new horizon in the aviation history of the airlines. The delegation was accorded warm welcome by the representatives of the Airbus company. The handing over ceremony, Airbus code-named Ethiopia the Land of Origins, was held in the premises of the headquarters of the company. The aircraft with its new official name was far more majestically visible from among the aircrafts with its Ethiopian flag posted on it in attractive glamour. Few hours after the handing over ceremony, the commanding captains of the aircraft, Captain Akilalu Yitbarek and Captain Theodros Tesfaye, took off from Talouin in France with the high-ranking delegations on board and arrived in Addis Ababa the same day. The head of the delegation, Lieutenant General Yilma Merdassa, said that the incorporation of the Airbus into the current fleet of aircrafts in the custody of the airlines is a great success not only for Ethiopia but also for the rest of Africa. He added that this new generation of aircraft built and equipped with ultramodern technology will enhance and accelerate the EAL Group's international competitive capacity in the aviation sector.
እየተረከብን ያለነው አርት ኦፍ ዘ ስቴት አርት ኦፍ ዘ ቴክኖሎጂ የተባለ A315-1000 ወይም 1000 የሚባል ነው እየተረከብን ያለነው። ይሄ በከፍተኛ
We have received an Airbus A350-1000 with a state-of-the-art technology that we anticipate this will significantly enhance the airline's operation, the airline's profitability and the airline's growth. This aircraft, as you see, first has the highest number of business class seats, second, it is equipped with cutting-edge technology. It is still being rolled out globally. It is the first not only in Ethiopia but in African. We believe this will elevate the airline to international standards. This is not only the first but also the initial step in introducing a series of aircraft from the same generation.
ወደ ተሻለ ደረጃ አሁን ወደምናስበው ወደ ዓለም አቀፍ ስታንዳርድ ያወጣል ብለን እንገምታለን። ይሄ ብቻ አይደለም፣ ይሄ መጀመሪያ ነው። ግን ደግሞ ተከታታይ የሚመጡ የዚሁ አይነት ትውልድ የሆኑ አውሮፕላኖች በተከታታይ ይገባሉ።
Mesfin Teso, CEO of the Ethiopian Airlines Group, noted that pursuant to its vision, the airline is on massive growth and development trajectory by increasing the number of its aircrafts, and added that the new Airbus that has just been obtained will have a greater input on growth and development of the airlines in a competitive aviation industry. He further added that the aircraft is equipped with modern technology, and will also address the needs of the passengers in the economy class.
የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ የመጀመሪያውን ኤርበስ A350 ዳሽ 1000 አውሮፕላን ተረክቦ ሁላችን ደስ ብሎናል።
We are delighted that Ethiopian Airlines has received its first Airbus A350-1000 aircraft. This momentous occasion holds multifaceted significance as we embark on a journey of expansion. First, the new aircraft will not only increase our fleet size but also enable us to drive future growth. Second, the A350-1000 offers a higher seating capacity than our current aircraft, allowing us to accommodate increasing passenger demands on popular routes like Washington, London, and Frankfurt. Hence, this has enabled us to meet the growing travel needs of our passengers. The new aircraft, equipped with advanced technology, will satisfy passengers' interests and make Ethiopian Airlines an even more preferred choice for travelers.
እያደገ የመጣውን የመንገደኛ የመጓዝ ፍላጎት ለማርካት ያስችለናል። አዲስ እንደመሆኑ መጠን አዳዲስ ቴክኖሎጂዎች ተገጥመውለት ነው የመጣው። እነዚህ ቴክኖሎጂዎች የመንገደኞቻችንን ፍላጎት የበለጠ ለማርካት ስለሚያስችሉን የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ የበለጠ ተመራጭ እንዲሆን ያስችላል።
The two captains of the Airbus, Captain Aklola Yitbarek and Captain Thewadros Tesfaye, who commanded the first A359-1000 aircraft to arrive in Africa, expressed their delight for being fortunate to witness on this historical event of rapid growth of the airlines through the timeline of generations.
እጅግ በጣም ደስ የሚል ስሜት ነው የተሰማኝ ከመጀመሪያ ጀምሮ
I am thrilled to have been a part of this historic moment, testing and flying the first Airbus A350-1000 aircraft for both Africa and Ethiopian Airlines. From the beginning, I worked alongside Airbus experts, and now I am honored to be involved in this groundbreaking event. The airline takes great pride in this achievement, and I am immensely proud of our staff. It is truly gratifying for our country and the airlines. The A350-1000 is a state-of-the-art aircraft, and I believe its addition to our fleet aligns perfectly with Ethiopia's Vision 2035. This makes Ethiopian Airlines a pioneer in shaping the future of aviation in Africa.
Current French ambassador to Ethiopia, who was also on board on this historic flight, said the relationship that Ethiopia and Airbus have established will foster the growth of meaningful economic and diplomatic relations between the two countries.
I think it's a good symbol of the vitality, of the density of the economic relation between our two countries. This airplane is top-notch, aircraft. It's the first one to be delivered to Ethiopian Airlines. It's actually the first one ever delivered to Africa, and I'm very proud to be on board. It's amazing.
Mesfin Teso, Ethiopian Airlines CEO, further explained that the airlines has just received one of its orders, and it will receive the other 123 aircrafts in the coming 6 years.
የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ ዛሬ ትዕዛዝ ላይ ያሉት አውሮፕላኖች ብዛት
Ethiopian Airlines currently has 124 aircraft on order, which will be reduced to 123 once this aircraft is delivered. The remaining aircrafts comprise various models, some from Airbus and others from Boeing. These aircraft will be delivered over the next 6 years by both manufacturers. We ordered these planes in a bid to realize the undertaking of Ethiopian Airlines' 2035 vision.
እነዚህን አውሮፕላኖች አዘዝነው የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ የስራ ላይ እየዋለ ያለው ራዕይ 2035 የሚለውን እቅድ ለማሳካት ነው።
Lieutenant Yilma Merdassa, the commander of the Ethiopian Air Force and board chairman of the Ethiopian Airlines Group, remarked that despite the recurrent changes of governments since its establishment, the airlines has continued to engage in uninterrupted growth through the efforts of the managements and hoped that the successes so far attained could continue with further efforts.
የአየር መንገዱ ታሪክ በጽኑ መሰረት ላይ
Ethiopian Airlines' success is built on a strong foundation of exceptional staff dedicated to 24/7 operations. The airline has been led by experienced aviation professionals who have guided its growth. Furthermore, the supportive government environment has allowed the airline to thrive without undue interference. As a result, Ethiopian Airlines has been recognized as Africa's best airline for an impressive 7 times.
አየር መንገዱ በጣም በከፍተኛ ሁኔታ እያደገ ነው ያለው። አሁን እንኳን በቅርብ ጊዜ ለሰባተኛ ጊዜ ከአፍሪካ ምርጥ አየር መንገድ ተብሎ ተሸልሟል።
The successes registered by the airlines is one of the indicators of the era of resurgence of the country, and its role in 7.1 planned growth rate in the service sector in the current fiscal year is obvious. With its fleet of 147 aircrafts, the Ethiopian Airlines Group is flying to 139 international destinations and 22 local flights.